Hi, and welcome to the Division of Education, Innovation and Energy's e-learning program. I am Mr. Atwell, and today we'll be focusing on consumer arithmetic, the money mathematics. Here we have some other terms that we want to look at real quick, terms we've already met because these are terms that we hear all the time. Discount, simply how much is an amount taken off of the usual price. So if you go and buy a phone and the man tell you, here's what, I'll give you a $200 discount, it means that you will be paying $200 less. Now, when it comes to markup, this is more specific to those that will be selling. It's the difference between the price it costs to obtain the item and the price the item is sold for. Now, your markup is where people will generally deal with all of their overhead and running costs. Because let's say, for example, you have a grocery store, right? And it costs you $10 a pack to get, $10 for a pack of Cricks. But then that Cricks is on your shelf for 3 months. Yeah? Then that Cricks is taking up space. Of course, there's storage. You have to be cleaning the shop. There's electricity. There's so many other costs that are going to be involved. And as a result, we have a markup to deal with these additional costs that would be involved and also make a profit on the item. So when we talk about markup, this is more specific for the business people, where you're going to be obtaining the item, seeing what all your overhead costs are, and then based on all of that, setting a price so that you will be able to get the profit when that time has come for you to sell the item. And now tax, especially here in Trinidad and Tobago, is what we speak about more like VAT. It is the compulsory contribution, right, to the government or to state revenue. Yeah? It is done after everything else. Yeah? VAT is the last thing that goes on for the price to buy. So that if you have a discount, you work a discount first and then work VAT. If you have a special sale or something, find out what the sale price would have been before the VAT and then add VAT. If you go to a restaurant and you see a service charge and all of that, so you see $100 for the food, then $50 service charge, your VAT will be on the $150. I know sometimes you might say, well, what kind of robbery is that? It's not a robbery. That is the system that has been set up to ensure that the government has the funds to do what it needs to do. Now, we have to work with these things. And you need to know if you're getting robbed or not when you go into a store. Don't be afraid to work out your maths to see if the people are robbing you or not. So markup is simply the selling price minus the cost price, and it's the cost price here, the cost price to obtain, right? And the new price, if there is no tax involved, it's just going to be whatever the price was minus the discount. So let us say I went by a store and I bought a sandwich for $25. Yeah? And the person selling the sandwich is saying, you know what? I got to take off $5 for you. Then I got a $5 discount. Yeah? So how much did I spend for my sandwich? $20. No hard maths, right? I tell you, maths not hard. Maths not hard. It's just a matter of practice. How about though? Let's say I go by the grocery store, yeah? And on the shelf, right? I go by the parlor. On the shelf, the price of the item is $30. And then when I go and say, all right, cool, $30, and I go and I cash my item, they come and tell me that my item costs me $35. You know what? Let me keep it a little bit more realistic, right? $33.75. And on the shelf is $30. They said that's the price before VAT. You realize that what did they do? They added the VAT afterwards, right? So they gave you a price and they added the VAT afterwards. Now, some of our supermarkets, they actually give you the price with VAT. So if you ever go through your grocery items sometimes, it says $33.75 on the shelf. But when you go through your grocery items, you see cereal, $30, and you're like, but it's $33 they charged me for. When you come down to the end, then you see that they're actually working a tax on the taxable items. So it's important to understand whether or not the mark or the price is before tax or after tax. If the price that they give you is before tax, be prepared to pay more. Yeah? For those of us that may be a little bit older, we may have known a time where a $20 phone card costs more than $20, right? Well, we all know that now. Yeah? Where we say we want a $20 phone card, but we have to spend more than $20 for a $20 phone card. And why? Because there is VAT. VAT was not included then. Yeah? But now, if we have both tax and discounts being applied, again, what is important is that we must work out what is our value or what is the price with the discount, and then from there, apply or VAT or apply or tax. VAT is the last thing to be added onto the cost of an item. We have to remember that. So let's see if we could get a little bit of practice here. So James went into store X to buy a television. The listed price for this television, let's say what, a 40-inch? People just buy 40-inch screens still? People have to go all 55 and thing now. Let me say conservative and they go and buy a 40-inch and he spend the listed price was $5,000 for this 40-inch TV. Yeah? The salesperson told him that the television qualified for a 10% discount. So you feel nice. So you see, $5,000 it costs, but the man come and say, hey, if you come and buy it now, I'll give you 10% off. So you start to feel nice, right? But let us say at the VAT was not $10, sorry. But let's say at the VAT in this particular place, I'm still writing a dollar number, but was 10%. So you get a 10% discount, but the VAT is 10%. Now I know that there are some of us that are watching this and saying, well, the answer could be 5,000. But is it going to be 5,000? Remember, VAT is paid on the last price. So we have to first work out what is the value with the discount and then find out the VAT on that. Well, how much is the discount? I know we're all big mathematicians here and all of that. So we already know that the discount will be 10% of the original price, right? So that's the 5,000, which we know is 500. We already know that. Easy mathematics, because we're doing that long time. But what does that mean? What is then the price that is taxable? Well, if he has a $500 discount, then the new price would be 5,000 minus 500, which is $4,500. Let me just change that so that somebody can be like, that look like an 8. I know. I'm going to learn to write, don't worry yourself. So the new price, right, the discounted price is $4,500, which means that he's going to be paying VAT on the $4,500 and not on the $5,000. So what is 10% of this number? Well, the VAT will then be the VAT percent, which is 10% of the price, the discounted price, which is $450. So what would he pay? Remember, VAT, we always add it back. So then that will be 4,500 plus 450, which is 49.50. And I don't know if you've ever went to buy something But this is a very, very likely thing. Sometimes they don't tell you that the VAT is not included yet. So you see an item, 5,000. They tell you a 10% discount. But then when they run up the numbers, you only get off $50. And you don't understand how the mathematics happened. It's important for you to know whether or not the price is VAT inclusive or not. Yeah? Do not be caught embarrassed as a result of not knowing. Good, right? Great. How about this question? The manager at Gabriella's furniture store is trying to figure out how much to charge for a bookshelf that just arrived. Cool. The bookshelf was bought at a wholesale price of $147. And Gabriella's furniture store marks up all furniture by 60%. Well, at what price should this is supposed to be manager, sell the book shelf? Well, what is this number? This number represents the cost price. Yeah? Of $147. And the price is marked up by 60%. Now, what does that mean? From this cost price, the store is going to say, you know what? We're going to mark up the price by 60% and then sell it for 160% in all. Well, there are two ways we could work this out, because we know that the percentage markup, which comes to us like our percentage profit, will just be the markup over the cost price multiplied by 100. So we could work it this way, and let's work it this way, and then I'll show you how to work it the next way afterwards. So then that will be 60% equals to the markup over the cost price times 100%. So then the markup will be the 60 times the cost price over 100. And how did I do that? By transposition. Now, let's see if we can work this out. So the cost price is how much? $147. So then that's 6 by 147 over 10, which would be 3 by 147 over 5. So let's just work that out real quick. 7 by 3 is 21. 4 by 3 is 12. And 2 is 14. And 1 by 3 is 3. And 1 is 4. 4, 4, 1 over 5 is 88.2. So that's how much it was marked up by. Yeah? So how much did it have to sell for? Well, if this is the cost price here, and this is how much they're adding to the number to sell it, then to find the selling price, all we have to do is just add the numbers together. So then that will be 147 plus $88.20, which is 8 and 7 is 15. 15 and, well, 1 and 4 is 5. 5 and 8 is 13. And 1 and 1 is 2. Selling it for $235.20. That should be the selling price. That's one way we could have worked it out. Another way that we could have worked it out would have been to use the percent selling price as 160% and use what we know. We have a cost price, we have the percent selling price, and then we will do percent selling price is selling price over cost price multiplied by 100. And we know that this will be 160. This will be 147. And then we could just transpose and solve. Same khaki pants. Work it out. Let me know what you get. Maybe I made a mistake. Maybe I didn't. Try it for yourself and see. Did sir make a mistake in his calculation? I want you to try it and let me know. So let's talk about commission. And for those of us that may have worked or been around people that work in various restaurants, or even some of the people that will go around and sell items to us in duffel bags, many of these people work on commission. They get a percentage based on how much they sell. That's basically what a commission is. A commission is generally going to be some amount of money you get based on your level of performance. So if it's how many people you get to sign up, how many items you sell, how much money you make, how many tires you change, whatever the company's goals are, generally large companies give commission as an incentive for employees to work harder. So Maria makes money by commission rates, right? She gets 15% of everything she sells. And this is sometimes how they know they cannot buy it in. So they tell her, here's what, you don't have to pay for nothing. I get provided with everything, and you gain 15% of the money. So it sounds nice. So Maria sold $23,000 worth of items. Yeah? How much did she get for it? Well, she's working on commission, which means that she's only going to get a percentage of what she would have made. So if she made $23,000, she only gets 15% of that. So to find out how much she made, we will just have to find, as we just said, 15%, that's 15% of, and generally speaking, of represents a multiplication in mathematics of the total amount of sales she would have made, which is $23,000. Bap, bap. So then to work out the answer, it is going to be 230 times 15. So then that's 2,300 there. 5 by 3 is 15. 5 by 2 is 10. And 1 is 11. So it means that she would have made $3,450. Now, she made $23,000 for the company, which means that she made $3,450 for herself. And that's how commission works. So a lot of the times, people that work on commission will try their best to be able to hit the mark so that they'll be able to take more money when it comes to their salary. Sometimes even some of the workers in clothing stores and various stores may be making money. So sometimes you may see that when they come to help you, can I help you, can I help you? When you're going to cash, they just tell the cashier a number. They tell the cashier what is their number or who is the one that was helping them. Sometimes the cashier or whoever, they might ask you, well, who was helping you? Was it this person or that person? Because many of the times, people will work on commission. And the more objects or more things that they get sold, the more money they get in the hand. So please be respectful to the people that are working, because everybody's trying to make it and everybody's trying to grow. So be respectful. They're trying their best to be able to make their money, because some of them work on commission. So let's understand that and be understanding to each other. How about this one? We see the advertisements about this. Hire purchase this, hire purchase that. And frankly speaking, this is probably the easiest way we lose money. Because it looks nice, but is it really a bargain for your dollar? A hire purchase is a system where one will pay for a thing in regular installments, sometimes with down payments and sometimes without down payments, right? While having the opportunity to use it. So you want a laptop, you want a phone, you want a big couch, you want a flat screen TV, you want a fridge, you want a this, you want a that. Nothing down, no payments for how much ever, just pay $2 a week for 36 months. It does sound so nice. But how much or how worth it is it? Let's take an example and see. So the cash price of a computer in the United States is $696, right? Right? We're like, hey boy, me ain't had that money. So the man tell her, here's what, pay 10% down, right? And for 15 months, just pay $45. All of a sudden, that sounds nice, right? Well, let us see how much you're really paying. To work out the higher purchase price, we have to first find out how much is our down payment, how much is our total installments, add that, and that will give us the price, right? So we're told that we must first make a 10% deposit. So that's 10% on the price of the item. So the deposit value will simply be 10% of $696, which is simple, right? That's just $69.60. That's not something bad at all. I could get a laptop for $69.60. Oh, that's something good. Now, what else they tell us? They tell us for the next 15 months, pay $45. Yeah? So the total installments will be 15 times how much, the number of months times how much you're paying a month. It's really that simple, right? If you had to pay $45 a month for 15 months to find out how much the total is, just multiply them. So it's the amount of months by the amount we're paying per month. 15 by 45. If you're not too sure, let's go in our working column, work it real quick. So we get 600 there, we get 75 there. That's 675. So how much in all do you end up paying for the laptop or the computer? Well, you pay your deposit and all those installments, right? So we end up paying $675 plus $69.60. And how much is that? Well, that'll be 60 cents. 9 and 5 is 14. 6 and 7 is 13, and 1 is 14, and 6 and 0 is 6. Ooh, that math is bad. 6 and 1 is 7. Right. So instead of paying $696, you pay $744.60. That's why it's called hire purchase. Right? Now, yes, the real meaning of hire purchase is simply you being able to use the, it's as though you're renting the item or you're buying the item so that it will work for you as you pay it off. But to me, it's also a play on words. Hire purchase is generally also going to be hire purchase. You're going to be paying more for it. So yes, it's H-I-R-E, but it's also H-I-G-H-E-R. Hire purchase is hire purchase. Let's see if we can look at this question and see if we can get some understanding going forward, right? So the printer is advertised at a sale of $400. All right? Which says here's what? A 12% discount is given if you buy cash. Right? It can also be bought, right, on hire purchase by paying a down payment of $140 and just $11 a month for 24 months. You know, let's kind of hide that part there, right? So I just kind of think. So $11 a month for 24 months. Let us see what would be the cash price, the hire purchase price, and the amount saved if you were to buy it cash. And generally speaking, I have yet to see a hire purchase value, a hire purchase plan be less money or equal money to a cash price. So generally speaking, a hire purchase is going to be higher. Now, cash price, we're told that if you buy it now, cash, you can get 12% off. Yeah? So let's find a discount. So your discount is 12%. So as dollars and cents, it will be 12% of the selling price, which is $400. So that will be $48. Because 12 by 4 is 48. Know your tables. Don't forget them. Now, how much will the cash price be? It will just be that $400 minus that $48 they take off from for us. So that will be $352. That is how much you would have gotten it for if you buy it now. But you know what we say? We don't have that money. I can't look for that money right now. And honestly speaking, some of us, that may be our case. And if that's your case, don't feel bad about it. But also know that if it is your case, you should not just be going to buy things, right? Buy what you need, get what you need. If you must to have to get it, then do. If it's going to invest and help you to build yourself and you're able to make more money than you will be putting in, then fine. But if it's just to have it, to say you have it, that is not a wise investment. And please make wise investments. Let us try our best to build our economy, especially in this time. Let's see what our higher purchase price is going to be. Well, we have to pay $140, right? So now we don't start there. So the first thing we pay $140. And then we're going to be paying $11 a month for 24 months. Cool? All right, well, let me see. So how much will be the total installments? The total installments will then be $11 a month times 24. And 11 times 24, that's $240 plus 24, which is $264. So that's $264. So what is the cost there? 140 plus 264, that's $404. So the printer cost $4 more than its original price. But remember, if you had bought it then, they would have given you a 12% discount. So what is the difference between buying the printer cash rather than buying it for purchase, or buying a higher purchase? It will be 404 minus 352. You end up spending $52 more than you should have. Now I know some of us be like, well, that's small money. I could manage to give away that $4. But sometimes higher purchase is not so nice. Sometimes the margin, sometimes you may end up paying double or triple the cost of an item. And if you want to see if your higher purchase is worth it or not, run the mathematics. See what the down payment is. See what the monthly payment plan is. See how much it's going to cost you in the long run. And then determine, is this worth my money over the next 3 years? Am I going to be able to invest this and get more value out of it than I am putting out? Now in this case, for $4 more than the cost price, you might say, well, that is nothing. Or $52 more than the price today, that is nothing. And that's your decision to make. But I'm telling you, no matter what, higher purchase is going to be a higher purchase. Yeah? So I want you to continue to practice and see the various questions, be able to work them out. And we're going to come back. We're going to be practicing some more. I will try and bring some sample multiple choice questions so that we could get an idea of what they might look like, especially when it comes to these topics, when it comes to higher purchase. And we'll see what happens in our next class. Now, before we do that, let's see if we can understand this question, and then we'll look to close off. Yeah? One more question. Let's go. In a sale, all prices are reduced by 30%. VAT of 15% is also charged. Calculate the selling price or the sale price of each of the following items. All right? How much is it going to cost someone to buy it? Well, we're told all prices are reduced. So you're talking about a markdown or a discount, right? We're reducing our prices by 30%. So the first thing we have to find is what is the price going to be when this 30% is taken off. So when it comes to the quote, let's look at the quote. The amount taken off will be 30% of the 500, which is how much? 500. So that's $150 taken off, which means that the new price would have been $350. Now, what you could have done here, instead of doing this, if you know 30% is taken off, that means how much do you have remaining? 70%. And you just could have done 70% of the number, and you would have gotten the $350 one time. Again, Different ways to work it out, all are mathematically correct. You just need to choose which one you want to choose. Now, if the new price is $350 and VAT is added to this price, then the amount of VAT that we'll have to pay will be only $350. So then that would be 15 over 100 multiplied by 350 over 1. Bap, boop. 35 by 15. So that's 350. That's 5 by 2. 5 by 3 is 15 and 2 is 17. So then that's 525. So that's 525 over 10, which is $52.50. Let's just write that over so that it will be clear. $52.50. Nice. So what's the total price going to be? It's going to be that $350, yeah, plus the $52. So then that will end up being $402.50. Yeah? What about a shirt that costs $150? Same process we would have to do, right? 70% of the cost, that will give us the value one time. Or, if you rather, you can find the 30% of the $150 and then take it away. And then, we would then find the VAT on that answer and get our value. Similarly, similar process for the 1200. So try these. Work them out. I don't want to do them. I want you to actually work them out. See what answers you get. Follow the steps. Get it into your system. What do I have to do? What should I do here? Try it both ways. Try working with the 70% instead of the 30%. See if you get the same answers. You will. If you don't, you made a mistake. Go and try again. You have to be consistent. You have to continue to pursue. Now, there are various questions here. We'll do some more questions next week. But one thing I want to leave with you, even as we look to dismiss at this time, is that it doesn't matter how slowly you go as long as you don't stop. And I know for some of us, it seems like this master's just running ahead and I can't keep up. It is important that you do not stop. Regardless of what happens this time around, do not stop. Continue to build, continue to grow, and you will get there. Do not give up. Yes? So next time I shall see you on, we'll be continuing the consumer arithmetic, trying to see some more questions on the topic, some more of the other aspects of the topic. Currency exchanging, how does that work? When and how should we exchange our currencies? Now I am just going to say have a wonderful week. See you all next time. This has been a wonderful session that we have had together, and God bless.